I can see the numbers go up. While we're waiting, I will introduce myself. I'm Maria, and I'm joined by my colleague Nelly today. And
hi.
Hi. I'm dialing in from London, and Nelly is in Barcelona. And we are managing automated market research platform that some of you probably know, which is called Fastuna.com. And this is the platform that helps marketing and product teams to test products and communication ideas really, really fast. Yeah, while we're waiting for more people to join, maybe you can introduce yourself in the chat and let us know where you are tuning from.
Yeah, please choose in the chat window. There is options to send to everyone or to the host only. So I suggest using everyone option just to let everybody see who is here.
Yeah, also during the webinar, you can also use the, oh, this is Maria from KFC. Hi, Maria. Lovely to see you here. Yeah, you can also during the webinar, you can see the, where we have Halima from Manchester, Barbara from Slovakia. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Lena. Hi, Olga. Oh, Nasri, nice to see you here. Natalie, I see lots of great, like, familiar faces. Well, I cannot see your faces, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm missing you too, Nat. Lovely to see you all here. Yeah, I just also want to say that you can use this chat box also to ask your questions during the webinar, and we will try to make pauses and answer them as we go or in the end. Oh, Claire. Hi, Claire. In New Forest with the doggos. Yeah, I know we spoke with Claire yesterday. She's dog sitting in New Forest, lovely area. Okay.
Yeah, so we will spend next 40 minutes together. And so first we will be sharing our approach to validating ideas from the early stages. And then we will leave like 10 minutes for Q&A section. And as Maria told, we will have some small breaks and trying to answer the questions, which we hope will come in the chat. And so do not hesitate to ask anything here. And we are trying to make LinkedIn broadcasting as well. So probably there will be some questions from there as well.
Yeah, if we succeed, but that's the first time we do it. I'm not sure, but we will see. Yeah, it's, yeah, Maria, we're recording the seminar. So, and the recording, yeah, Olga says the recording will be available afterwards. Yeah, thank you, Olga. Yeah, okay, I think we will kick on and move on with the content, as we have quite a lot to cover. So the main idea of this workshop is to show through real life examples that testing ideas at the very early stage, like when I say very early stage, we will be talking about testing insights even. And so this will save you money, time, and effort, and also will help you to generate viable business ideas. So you can see agenda on the screen. So we will cover why testing earlier we think is important, and how to integrate research smoothly into the process. And we hope to get you inspired by our fun case study that we took as a team because of the Valentine's Day. And we just mimicked the process that many of our clients undertake at the very early stage insights and idea development and through learning and testing. And we also created some ideas using ChatGPT. And I know that this is a big hype around it right now. And yeah, versus using also, we also used our own human intelligence as well. So, and yeah, we created an exciting poll in the chat. You will see it shortly, and we will see who actually wins, AI versus human intelligence. And as I said, you can ask your questions during the presentation, during in the chat box, and write them in the chat box or save them for later. Okay.
Yeah, so Maria basically told that some of ideas were generating using ChatGPT, and the others by us. So it is interesting. Which do you think came out on the top? So let's vote. You will see the top up poll window on your screens. And so please choose the option which you think is the right one. So our team will create this poll.
I wanted to vote, but it says host and panelists cannot vote.
Yeah, because you know the answer.
Okay.
It is called fraud.
Yeah, that's not what we do during our tests, I promise. Okay, guys, you can still give your votes in the chat, and I think we will reveal the answers of this poll a bit later. And we'll
no, let's check it now. It is interesting, and later we will share the right answer. So we will keep it in secret till the end. But no, I think it's interesting.
I cannot see the results. Sorry, if you can see the results.
And we will ask our team now. You can see it. You see?
Oh, okay. So it's almost parity. So a little bit more people vote for human intelligence, and yeah, 47% of
basically it's half a half.
I would say half a half. Okay, let's see who will win. Okay, great. Thank you for voting, guys. So let's move on. I put on this quote because I know this situation, and my former colleagues, actually quite a few of my former colleagues are here. So, and we had this situation in our company as well, that someone would come to you and with excitement and talking about new technology or new idea they have, and they say, yeah, we have this amazing product we can create. And can you help me to make it a reality? But despite your best efforts and the work of your team and marketing, the innovation just doesn't take off. So that's why this quote is so important, that innovation isn't just creating about new products, it's about finding new solutions to real problems that people face. I hope you guys all agree with that. So why test earlier, even in the insight stage? So testing earlier is critical because it provides the foundation for generating great product concepts. And by gathering insightful information, you can actually transform your ideas into strong and relevant product concepts. On the other hand, we know that actually weak and irrelevant insights can lead to ineffective ideas and ultimately result in successful product launches. So testing need states at the very earliest stage helps us better, create better product faster and really streamline innovation process. So the probability of product success becomes higher. And this is how we increase our NPD ROI.
Yeah, so although we have a full set of tools for testing at every stage of the product development, in this webinar, we will be focusing on the first part, on the three key stages, which in many cases are in the beginning of the process. So it's the quantitative testing of insights or needs. Then it's the testing of raw product ideas, and we will speak a little bit about the difference between the concept and the idea. And the third one is agile methods for testing product concepts. And so now we will start discussing how to test.
Yeah, and so let's deep dive into this. And first, we will start with the testing insights, which is also exciting for us because we just kind of ran a few tests around it and just launched this solution in the beta mode. So we're also very much excited about it. We know that everyone can have an idea of the product, as I said, but it's actually very important to grasp what problem it solves and how significant this problem is to our target audience. And we all know, to truly understand our consumers, it's important to walk in their shoes. And we all know that's how qualitative methods are really important. Doing in-home interviews or focus groups or in-depth interviews is really, really important, and observe people in real life. But also, we believe that we can validate those insights already generated during brainstorming sessions and using our tool. So for each consumer insight or need state, we want first of all to understand, and I think this is really important, is it relevant for many people? Because actually relevance then can directly translate it into potential, into potential opportunity. So you already see, so if it's relevant to many, so you can create the product to address this need, right? Then another thing that we would measure around the insight is it a fresh way to look at the problem? And if it's a new way, it always drags an attention of people, and you already have a certain level of excitement for people to search for this potential solution for this product. So once you introduce something that tackles this problem, you know that people already will be curious about it. And it's important, of course, and we track it in all our tests if your insight is clearly formulated. So if all these three hit the mark, you can move to the next step, idea generation. But before we move on, I just want to, because people ask us a lot about what is the good insight. And just a couple of tips how to write actually a good insight. Given that we work with individuals who have very limited attention spans, including ourselves, so we need to present insights concisely, and we would recommend to use not more than 1 or 2 sentences, and that maintain, and it's the most important thing, it should maintain a sense of tension. So good insight formula is highlighting the tension, the problem, or the dilemma in your statement. So this is the statement, the insight that we tested actually regarding Valentine's Day. And so let's play again, let's vote how many of you can actually relate to this insight or not. So this is how we formulated it, we formulated it in a quite a strong way. So I hate the fact that you have to be told a specific date when you have to show affection to your loved ones. But on the other hand, I feel compelled to celebrate anyway. So I don't know if our tech support will put on the vote into the chat or not.
Yeah, not yet, but just a second. Yeah, now.
Here you go. So do you guys relate to this insight?
So our idea was to create a showcase, and as we are like near the Valentine's Day, we decided to take it as a topic and create the insights which are more or less about love and Valentine's Day. And
yeah, so
I think now everybody has voted, and we can see the results.
Yeah, let's see the results. Oh, it's again pretty parity. 55% said yes, 45% said no. Okay. Nelly, shall we show them the how our British consumers voted?
Yeah, we have no choice. It's our case study. Yeah, so the inside which Maria just has shown is actually the number 15. You can see it on the green area. So it's the heat, and it's has the highest relevance, and it's quite fresh inside. So it's a fresh way to think about this problem, which we believe means that we can walk further with inside and looking for some ideas which can help us to cover a problem.
Yes, I believe actually I'm just checking the real data because I cannot see we have the percentage in here, which is a shame, but I think it's around 60% of people who actually said it's relevant to them, but we will double check for this. I think it wasn't everyone, but it was quite a lot of people who agreed with it. So we decided, okay, we will take this inside and move it forward and create ideas to tackle this.
Yeah, maybe we can make a small pause here, and if you have any questions or...
Yeah, you're welcome to type them in the chat if you have any questions about this specific part, or we can just move on.
For now, we don't have any questions.
Yeah, let's just move on. Maybe people will be.
And I think neither in the broadcasting.
Yeah, if we manage to broadcast, and I'm curious about it, but
yeah, we managed.
Oh, that's really great. Well, I feel myself very advanced.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's go further.
Yeah, let's go further. Okay, let's move on. So what we did, as Nelly said, so we took this insight and we realized, okay, it's relevant, it has tension, it's clear, and it's pretty new way to look at the problem. And so we decided, okay, we will go to the ideation stage and we will draft product ideas based on this insight. So what we really did, we took we took this insight and we put it like into the, sharing area with our team. But in the meantime, while some of the team members were generating their ideas based on this insight, okay, there is a question. I don't understand this scattergram part. Maybe it's worth just describing. Yeah, thank you for this question, Halima. I will just come back. Yeah, so this is the map that maps because we asked basically two questions. If it is about you, the insight, and we tested about 16 insights in general, which were formulated all as a need, as a problem, as a tension statement. And we asked, is it about you? And we also asked, is it a new way to look at the problem? And then we mapped, and also they had an opportunity to say that if it was unclear, they could just click the box that was unclear for them. So, and those who are, there were none of the insights were actually unclear. Most of them were clearly formulated. But we effectively what we did, we mapped the percentage for each insight. We mapped relevance, which was like how many people related to this insight. You can see it on the X scale, versus new novelty, new way, freshness, new way to look at this problem. And we created the axes. And those insights that fall into the higher top quadrant, but basically there was one insight that really won. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so, but I think, thank you for this question, because not all of the people, we're already familiar with it, but not maybe all the people understand. So thank you. Yeah, so the 15, basically this insight was the one that hit the top. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, we moved to the exercise with the team to create draft ideas. And here what we used both GPT chat. So we put the insight that I just presented to you in the GPT chat, and I did some exercises with GPT chat because I like chatting with GPT chat, because if you just put information there, it's not works necessarily straightforward and get you the results that you want. So I gave GPT chat the insight and asked if you can generate some ideas for people who, who have this issue. And GPT chat came with quite a few ideas, and then we kind of worked a little bit with it to reformulate them in a way I will show you the way we usually structure the idea. And then we also had a few ideas that were generated by our team members. I just want to kind of make a step back and give a definition of what actually the product idea is. I like the definition that I actually found somewhere on the web, and I think it's really good definition, is that the product idea is a concept or proposal for a new product or service that solves a problem or addresses a specific need in the market. So we already spoke about unmet need, about, insight or problem, attention that people have. So the ultimate goal of a product idea is to create a valuable solution that can be successfully commercialized. So it have potential to be big in the market and bring success to the company or individual responsible for its creation. So, but everyone will benefit, right? So people will get the brilliant solution and the company will make money out of it. So what we believe it's necessary to ask about the idea is to have like a checklist. Is like, as we said, it should be scalable. I mean, in terms of if we translate it into consumer language, it should be persuasive. So it should make people want to try the product. And also it is important that this idea will be new, that not any, because it could be a lot of people already doing something like this. So it should at least sound fresh and new for people. And again, it should be really clear. And what is important, because we started with the insight, it is important that idea would also be linked to your unmet need or your problem that you formulated at the insight stage. Okay. We generated, I can't remember how many, I think about 10 ideas. And one of them you can see here. We just give it to you as an example how to formulate, the product idea. So we believe that description should be brief, though I think maybe it's a bit too long for me still, but we like details, right? So, but it should highlight the unmet need being addressed and how the new product resolves this issue. It should provide consumers with a general understanding of how the product operates without going into the excessive details. So yeah, you can, so this was one of the ideas generated by, well, I don't know, maybe you can guess, was it human or AI, and write it in the chat. So that was, I will just read out, not the whole idea, but just what the idea was, that this will be a Valentine's Day alternative and advent calendar for couples. Yeah, so that will be 12 months of romantic ideas with advent calendars for couples. So everyone voting for AI. Okay, well, again, the same kind of map, but we're mapping here trial interest towards, the product that was presented and the novelty of this idea. And you can see that 3 ideas won, well, kind of in the top quadrant. And the advent calendars for couples was one of them. And actually, this idea was created by our marketing director, who is now on holiday. So it was human intelligence, though.
But to others, honestly, were created by artificial intelligence.
Yes, well, so I want to say that I used for all the ideas, then I used AI to shape them a little bit. That's why maybe you say AI, but initial idea about advent calendar was his. Valentine's Day solo, it was my playful mode around with AI as well. But yeah, there's like two others were initially generated by AI, and advent calendar by our marketing director. Okay. So now that we have three, yeah, Olga says our marketing director is very structured. That's a good point, actually. So now, I don't know if you have any questions at this stage, you're welcome to write in the chat. Because we are now moving to the concept test. And you can see that basically this is the process that we would love to kind of offer to all of our clients. And we already have some clients, I don't know if they're here or not, but we already have some clients that integrating this process into the earlier stage development. So, and the idea is like that you kind of streamline the whole process. So when you get to the concept, you already know that you have like we have 3 ideas that we want to test more thoroughly and get more details, get more meat on the bone to understand if we will take them further, if we can kind of refine them and tweak them for the later stages, or potentially they won't work. But we already know, right? So we already have like, we had a pool of ideas. Yeah. Oh, hi, Bron. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Okay. So concept test. And we're all here probably familiar with the concept test. But I want to say one thing, because we have a lot of clients that come to us and say, okay, we want to make go, no go solution. While we always say that actually testing a concept, not just giving you go, no go solution decisions, but also provides you with the opportunity to conduct a thorough analysis and understand strengths and weaknesses of the concept and allow the refinement, as I said, in the later stages. And here you can see all the KPIs we use in our concept tests. So we take each concept through the decision-making funnel that mimics the process of decision-making in our very digitalized world. So you can see again that we ask about clarity, you know, because if it's not clear, that means that you just need to reformulate the concept. It's not necessarily it's a bad concept, but you can reformulate it in a way that will be more user-friendly, let's put it this way. So if it's liked, if it's unique, if it's relevant to people, if it's believable, want to learn more, want to purchase, and want to tell others. This is our usual funnel that we take all our concepts through. And Sarah asks if we share slides afterwards. I'm not sure if we will be sharing slides, but we will definitely share the recording of this presentation. I just need to check with our tech support about it.
Yeah, so I think the presentation is made, the slides are made for the oral presentation, and they are not so informative without the speech, but yeah, we will discuss.
Yeah, but what's what we can share though is, if you're interested, we do have a short also presentation that came from another webinar at how to write a good concept. And anyway, I think if you have any questions and if you want something to be shared apart from the webinar recording, you can write us at ask@fastuna.com. Yeah, and we can help you with that. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so as many of our clients are just a couple of thoughts about what makes a good concept. I won't like spend a lot of time of that on this, because probably many of you know how to write a good concept. But just to highlight that we believe that good concepts should tackle unmet need. It can be done implicitly or explicitly in the concept. It should explain how the product addresses this unmet need. And you also need to show how it will work. Again, in your interest to make a concept concise, so people won't get tired of details, we offer 1,000 characters marks within our concept testing frame. And you can also add an optional image, and we believe that's enough. Sometimes we offer, our clients to test concepts in a form of short videos. If you need to explain, for some sophisticated products, sometimes it helps to show how they work. But yeah, majority of concepts is either description in words and images as optional. Sorry, Nelly.
This is actually the example of a concept from our test. It's maybe a little bit lengthy, but it has 3 main parts Maria just told about. So it's has an insight here in the last sentence, key benefits, and also the explanation how it works, how it helps to solve the problem.
Yeah, I think it's looking at this, I think it's a bit lengthy, but we got carried away, as many of you do, when we wrote it. Yeah, so we just basically what we did, we took this idea that you saw and we kind of described, we put more information about how it works. And it's interesting that we believe that maybe it will make it will improve the scores during the concept test, but actually it didn't. And so sometimes more, less is better. And this is an example. So how to read this chart? This is basically our KPIs, our key KPIs, our funnel. And I'm just showing you the one concept that won. Let's say that was the strongest about this advent calendar. And you can see that, they didn't have any issues with clarity, it was clear, they pretty liked it, but you can see the relevance actually dropped. And it was lower versus what we saw in the previous stage. And the purchase interest also was not that high. So we were like really curious what really happens at this stage. And what's interesting that we read, because we are also collecting people's feedback when we do the concept test, and there were quite a few comments, and we tested it in Britain, in the UK. So there were quite a lot of comments of people who said they don't need it. And there were lots of people who said, I just don't like to be told what to do. And then we realized that we actually added too much. So if we just, so in summary, I want to say that overall, we can see that the results was actually pretty consistent from one stage to another. And we definitely overdid at the last stage, as you can see. We still believe that it's potentially quite scalable idea. I'm not sure we will be developing it further, but if you want to try, give it a go. But we definitely see that this is a potential to go into like kind of refinement of this idea and to add more elements of surprise, so people don't feel obliged to follow the certain kind of, prescribed routine. And probably also kind of narrow the target audience as well, because it's probably not for everyone, but we can see that it does have potential.
Yeah, we are very close to the end. And so in every Fastuna solution, we have an option to add some additional questions. And here we added a question asking them to share some love stories with us, because it's like a nice holiday, and so we're sharing some interesting stories with you. And so while you're reading, maybe there are some questions and we can answer them in the Zoom chat or
Yeah, I
here.
felt it's very, we asked quite a few questions in the end of the surveys, just for fun. And I know that our social media marketing team will be creating some beautiful content out of it shortly. But yeah, I just loved reading those comments. What is your favorite, Nelly, out of these stories?
Or about the blue eyes guy who repaired the roof or something. Yeah, is it here?
Yes, that was the beauty. Oh no, it's not here. Yeah,
Okay. There was a story about first glance love that the young girl saw some walker with blue eyes and felt in love with him. And after 50 years, they have like 7 grandchild, and
yeah,
so
that was, I
nice
remember.
story.
Yeah. I like from this one, I like the last one from the guy 61 years old. We met first in a dream, both shared. Then I went to Gambia and met her in real life, blew my mind. I just love it. Olga loves the one about high school sweethearts. It's so cliche and rare these days. Yeah, well, I don't think it's too rare. I actually, and it was a young guy. Yeah, I found it quite, I find it quite often nowadays. So I don't think it's rare, but it's beautiful. I agree. Okay. So
And to summarize.
and to summarize. So yeah, we hope that this exercise that we undertook today, to show you, to demonstrate the process that, we as a team and our clients can undertake from the earlier stage development. And so what did we learn from this exercise? So first of all, I do believe I was actually the one who was very skeptical at the beginning that insight testing would work, to be honest. I need to admit that. So I personally, after running this exercise and some other studies we do, I believe that quantitatives at very early need stage stage actually helps to pinpoint relevant insights and unmet needs and estimate their potential. So you already can see, the size of the prize potential. It definitely saves time, money, and team effort and eliminates guesswork. I also loved that the whole testing process just took a couple of days. I think it took us longer to kind of, negotiate
Decide what to test.
insights. Yeah. And it was really enjoyable and engaging for the whole team. And, and despite all the hype around GPT chat, and I love GPT chat, I think it's a great tool, but human input is still invaluable. And so as I said, my personal experience working with GPT chat is very positive, but it cannot replace human intelligence yet. So thank you for your time, guys. Yeah, you probably, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the chat. And Nelia, do you want to introduce our special discount?
Yes. First, thanks to you all for your time, and we want to share a promo code for discount for your first project with Fastuna. So I suggest making a picture of this slide to remember our offer, and so I suggest using it, and would be happy to help you with the project with Fastuna.
Yeah.
I think basically we're just in time.
Yeah.
And do we have any questions?
No questions.
No,
Yes,
no questions in Zoom, any?
so it can mean two things. Thank you, Lola. Thank you, Lena. It was clear. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Natalia. I can see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of clients, and some new faces as well, which is great. Anna, Barbara, Claire, Emma. Awesome. Thank you guys for joining us. And if you you can always, again, I will just remind you our email. So if you have any, yeah, thank you. Very inspiring and fun way of discovering. We tried our best. Yeah, as I said, you can always address all of your questions to ask@fastuna.com. Watch out the space, our social media space on LinkedIn. We are going to publish more of the fun content from this research. You know, we have more, how you call it, like quotes. We can more fun content coming around the, you know, love stories and so on, and some serious content as well. Olga mentioned we are creating a white paper that will describe the process, and so yeah, so it's gonna be quite a lot of like follow-up content. Yeah, and follow us on LinkedIn page. Olga, if you can put LinkedIn page in the chat, if it's possible. Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.